In a world of increasing regulations on mopeds, dirt bikes, gas-powered bikes, and everything else, this little gem is quickly becoming my favorite workaround for being able to get around and not care where it is I go. Whether you're on the road, on the trail, on a bridge, on a walking path, on a highway, or anything, it has no regulations to stop you from cruising along at 20 plus miles per hour on electricity for 30 miles. Absolutely love this little bike. Alright, so she's in the first power mode, and she's only like 100 pounds, so the moment she hits that thing, it takes off. Alright, Jesse warned me it's got a bit of a kick in the seat of your pants when you first try and pedal. So let's try this. I'm going to stay off the throttle. Whoa, that is really weird. Alright, let's try and dirt bike it.
Pedal.
Right now I'm using the throttle. It'll do 9. Holy cow.
Don't crash!
Whoa, 16 miles per hour. Alright, let's see what I'll do from a dead stop. We had it at 16. Alright, here we go. Whoa. 10, 12, 13, 14, 16.
18. Brake light works. Brake light worked.
Alright, we'll get it out on the big trail. There's like a 5-mile long trail that runs around the bay here in the city of Belfast. So we'll get our Insta360. We'll take it out for a drive on that. We just topped out at 21 on one setting. So I'm kind of scared what 5 will do. 21 miles per hour down in 200 feet, that's pretty decent. One thing I really like about this thing that is massively a selling point is that it really can't be much more than about 70 pounds or so, and it's very well balanced. Easy to go and take into a house, an apartment, store somewhere so it's safe. I really like that. Now, while we have some scenery for you to look at, I'd like to talk about how this has 2 options for the electric drive. It has pedal assist on the electric side, and it also has a throttle that is part of the right-hand grip. Now, one thing that I did discover was that the pedal assist is a tad bit on the jarring side below about 5 miles per hour. So one of the good options about this is that the bike side is entirely independent, and you can pedal it all the way up through and then power it on in order to enable the electric assist. And this is definitely what I recommend until you get used to the rather jarring takeoff of full torque electric that it has.
Mm-hmm. You want to get going there?
If I might. While riding, I run into this situation often. Even at 20 miles per hour, this thing is absolutely silent on the dirt and the pavement trails, and you will end up having to politely try and pass people on a regular basis that do not hear you coming. Quirky thing I'd like to note while driving this bike is that the electric side of it has a shutoff. Once it hits a certain mile per hour, it stops assisting you. But that does not stop it from cruising well past the 25 mile per hour mark if you're going downhill. So you do have to pay attention that it will free ride the moment it hits 25 and continue going faster and faster. Luckily, the brakes on it are exceptionally great. I touched on this previously, but the electric drive and the pedal drive are independent from each other. And this plays in really well when you're going up a extremely steep hill like this. What it does is if you're in about the 5th setting on the gears, you can actually pedal and assist the electric as you go up the hill, maintaining about 20 miles per hour. Now, I'm not sure how fast you'd go with the 6th and the 7th gear setting, but 20 was plenty fast for me in 5th gear. Jesse says it comes with little chairs in each corner. This thing is really well packed. So this is the front of the bike, it looks like. Handlebars. That must be a front fender, I'm assuming. There's a seat. This feels like, okay, so it's the front fender and the fat tire. This feels like it's probably the battery pack or the basket. Is it the rear basket? Okay, rear basket. And accessories box down there. We can see a brake caliper and a big giant fat tire down in there. I think we're going to try to slowly pull things out of the top of this and go from there. We've got that many zip ties out so far. As you can see, we've only got a tire and a rack and an accessories box out so far. Let's see what's in this accessories box. Oh, look! There's a hat. Honey, put the hat on. Put the hat on. You can do it. There we are. You can be their new supermodel and demonstrate. Well, let's see. What else is in here? Some sort of weird bracket.
The back tire is connected to the drive.
Some specialty Hillman accessory tool thing. Another box. A bunch of really weird springs. That must be a clamp down for something. And we've got pedals. And oh, this might be the strange instructions. Yep, buried at the bottom of the accessories box. There we go. All kinds of pretty. And what is this? No disassemble Johnny 5. Hey, what's that character there that everybody talks about, the little robot? Evie or whatever? What's the other one?
Wally.
Wally. There. It got a headlight that looks like Wally with a fat nose. It's Wally with a fat nose. Getting the handlebars on was definitely a two-person job because there is a ton of wiring going on in front of there. The other quick thing I wanted to note was that all of these wiring connectors do have a key in them when you're pushing them together, because we did find two that were disconnected and figured out where they went. Now we'll get the tire on. So we got to take off the stand that it had for shipping and get that put on. So let's do a 5-second breakdown. We got light on and off. This is your power that you hold down for 3 seconds. Brake. Really loud dingy. Speedometer, trip counter, everything. It has a push button shift system. So right now it's in first. You punch that, it goes to second, to third. And then this pushes up to come back down through. Not going to rotate that, but that's your throttle. We already tried to run ourselves over once.
Him, not me.
And this is your other brake. And it was nice. The brakes are literally already tuned in when it shows up, so we should be good to go. Oh, that indicates what level of speed assist you're in. So it has assisting when you're cycling, or you can use just the throttle like a motorcycle.
Vroom, vroom.
And this right here changes what speed assist level you're on. But judging from how it tried to take off in the garage on 1, we're just going to try 1 first.